the Apple Watch 8 and the Fitbit Versa 4, two of the newest smartwatch releases. And today we will compare these two and we will check out the battery life, what features they have to offer, GPS accuracy, specs, and a few more things. So without further ado, let's get right into it. And first up, both of these watches have all of the standard stuff, like you get a timer, a stopwatch, and an alarm. Now the alarm is pretty cool since both these watches will gently wake you up with some vibrations. Now, if you're a deep sleeper, you might have some problems waking up from them, but everyone else, including me, you should wake up. Next up, I got the notifications, and you receive all of your stuff on your Apple Watch 8, like WhatsApp, Instagram, and calls, but also notifications from all of the other apps on your smartphone, whereas the notifications on your Fitbit are limited. Over in the app, you have a few options that you can toggle on or off, and that's it. But still, I would say that all of the important notifications are covered on the Versa 4. Now the deal with the Fitbit Versa 4 is that you cannot really reply to any messages. Now, there are some quick reply options that you can choose from, which are, by the way, even customizable, but as of right now, they don't work and I cannot use them. Now, if anything changes until I upload the video, I will blend it in somewhere on the corner on the screen, but as of right now, that doesn't work. Now the Apple Watch Series 8 is a whole nother caliber. Not only do you get a whole bunch of quick reply options, but first you can customize them as well, and second, you can even set different languages for the quick replies. Plus, you can write your own text, which is a little hard to do on a little screen. You can send emojis, and the greatest feature is the voice detection. This one writes down your words, and all you have to do is to click on send. Now talking about the voice assistant. On the Versa 4, we will get the Alexa voice assistant, and on the Apple Watch 8, of course, Siri. There's really not too big of a difference. You can ask them to set timers, ask for the weather, start workouts, do some calculations for you, start calls, and stuff like that. The next thing on my list are the watch faces. And the very first thing that I don't like about the Fitbit Versa 4 is that you cannot change your watch faces on the watch, and you always have to go for that into the app. But once you are over there, you can choose between hundreds of watch faces, and the same goes for the Apple Watch. There are dozens, and you will definitely find one that suits your style. Now the big difference is that you can only customize the watch faces over on the Apple Watch. Over here, depending on what watch face you are on, you can customize different settings, so you can actually change the colors of the dial, numbers and complications. You can change the display complications as well, and change from the battery life over to your heart rate or another app on your Apple Watch. Plus, you can interact with all of these complications and use them as shortcuts to the actual app, which again doesn't work for the Versa 4. Now just right quick some features that we will find on the Apple and on the Fitbit smartwatch. Now the Fitbit Versa 4 also has Fitbit Pay that is actually the same as Apple Pay. Now on the Fitbit Versa 4 you will also find Google Wallet and Google Maps. Now right now it is not available, but that should change in the next few updates. Now the Apple Watch 8 also has those features, but that's because we get an actual app store where we can download all kinds of apps like Spotify, so we can listen to offline music and control it via the smartwatch. Now that doesn't work on the Fitbit Versa 4 since we cannot even control our music from there. Now I guess I will just run down some major features that we will have on the Apple Watch that we will not find on the Fitbit. Alright, you got on-risk calls, so you can answer and decline incoming calls, and you can talk to your buddies right from your watch. Also, you get a feature that tells you how loud your surroundings are, so your ears won't get damaged over time. You get a voice memo feature, a calendar, a photo app with your pictures from your iPhone, a Find My Phone feature, a medications reminder, a compass. You can actually decide whether you want to wear your wrist on the left or on the right wrist, and according to that, you can change the size of the button as well. You get a whole bunch of gesture control, so you can do stuff like pinching your fingers or clenching your fist once or twice. Emergency and SOS feature, and you can change your app view from a grid layout to a list layout, and I guess I got all of the big features covered like that. Now after all what I just said, you would think that the Apple Watch 8 is the clear winner, and in fact it is. But the big difference is the price. Now the Apple Watch 8 starts with a price of 500 euros, which is a small fortune compared to the 229 of the Fitbit Versa 4, which is only half of the price. So if you don't need all of the extra stuff that you get with the Apple Watch 8, the Fitbit Versa 4 might be a valid option for you. Alright, checking out the battery life. of these two watches. And the Fitbit Versa 4 is my clear favorite. Now, on both watches, I had the same settings. I had the max brightness, always in display mode toggled on. I had the same workout load. And on average, you should get about 3.5 days on the Fitbit Versa 4, which is 2.5 days longer than what we get on the Apple Watch 8. So that makes a clear winner right here. Alright, let's check out some specs. Now the Fitbit Versa 4 is available for Android and for iOS devices, whereas the Apple Watch 8 requires iOS 16. The Versa 4 is water resistant up to 5 ATM, has a display size of 1.5 inches, built-in GPS, a mic and a speaker, and of course NFC. The Apple Watch 8 45mm has a 1.9-inch Retina OLED display with crystal sapphire glass. Like the Fitbit, it is water resistant up to 5 ATM, has a mic and a speaker, NFC, built-in GPS, and an actual eSIM function. And of course, both watches are available in different colors. Now let's get to my next big point, and that's the activity tracking and the GPS accuracy. The Fitbit Versa 4 has 40 different sport modes that you can choose from, and it should normally cover all of your needs. And in both watches, you can actually customize your workout goals. The bigger difference is the built-in GPS. On the Fitbit Versa 4, you first have to toggle it on, and then you've got to wait until it finds a GPS signal. Now in the inner city, it can take a few minutes until the Fitbit Versa 4 finds a GPS signal. But outside in a park or in an open space, it's pretty snappy. Now the Apple Watch 8, it will always has a GPS signal and you will get it like instantly. Now if you compare the GPS tours, you see that the Apple Watch is pretty much on point in and outside of the city, and it doesn't even cut corners as short as most smartwatches do. It's really one of the best built-in GPS that you can have. Now checking out the Fitbit, you see that the lines are not that accurate and a bit shaky for some parts. It's not bad by any means, but compared to the Apple Watch 8, it is just not as good. The health features that we get on these two watches are pretty much equal. On both watches you get a 24/7 heart rate tracker with high and low heart rate alerts. You get an SpO2 and stress tracking, very good sleep tracker that are accurate and provide you with tons of information about your sleep, like your breathing rate, SpO2 level, heart rate, and the time that you spend in your different sleep stages. And as for last, you have guided breathing sessions on both of these devices as well. Oh, and as a little extra, the Apple Watch has an ECG function, which we don't get on the Fitbit. And guys, there we have it. That's my full comparison of the Apple Watch 8 and the Fitbit Versa 4. Now, I covered both of these watches in separate videos, so just click right here to get to one of them. And guys, I guess that's it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.